Hi, boys and girls. Hey, I went to school yesterday and I brought home this big book. And it is a big, huge book, huh? Look at how big it is. It's all the way here down to my lap. It's called Apples. Okay, and you can see the little girl. Hey, I think she looks a little bit like Brianna. I think that looks like you, Brianna. She's eating an apple. Now, I know we did apples way back in September, but this actually is in our unit for Nat Geo. It's all about plants, growing plants. So we're going to read it today, okay? Okay, I'm going to open up the book. This is the title page. Oh, so actually there's two stories in one. The first one is just called Apples, right here on the green apple. And then at the very end, there's a little poem called A Was an Apple Pie. We're going to read that too because it's kind of fun. Okay. All right, here is this girl eating a nice big red apple. And it goes like this. Apples. Apples come in many colors. They can be green, yellow, or red. All apples taste good in an apple pie. You see the word green, G-R-E-E-N, yellow, Y-E-L-L-O-W spells yellow, and R-E-D, red. Put your thumbs up if you like apple pie. I do. Apple pie with ice cream. That is delicious. Okay. Before you can have apple pie, you need an apple tree. Number one, first step, an apple tree starts as a seed. So look, here's a seed in the ground, and then up comes the stem. Okay, here's a little seed pod. Okay, that's the covering. That's still the seed. It'll open up pretty soon. Here's the roots. The roots grow down. Number two, apple trees grow big and tall. Here's a big, tall, mature apple tree. Apple blossoms, oops, sorry, we gotta go down here. Apple trees bloom. The flowers are called apple blossoms. I'll show you a close-up of those pretty pink blossoms. Okay, and then those blossoms fall off, and that's where the apples grow. Apple blossoms turn into apples. You know, the little worm down here is singing a little song, and it goes like this. This is the way we plant a seed, plant a seed, plant a seed. This is the way we plant a seed so early in the morning. This is the way a tree grows up, tree grows up, tree grows up. This is the way a tree grows up so early in the morning. A little song down there. Okay, let me go ahead and turn the page. You can pick an apple for your pie. There she goes. She picked a green apple, and this says pluck. It's the sound it makes when you pull it off the tree. An adult can cut the apple up into slices. It is okay if you eat a slice or two. This word here says crunch. Now the little worm is going, this is the way we pick the fruit, pick the fruit, pick the fruit. This is the way we pick the fruit so early in the morning. This is the way we slice it up, slice it up, slice it up. This is the way we slice it up so early in the morning. So, if you go back and think about what they did, they planted the seed, they're growing the apple tree, they're picking the apple, they're slicing it up. Turn the page. You can put the apples into a pie pan. Here it is. Make a pattern, then sprinkle the apples with sugar. She's putting sugar on here, and I know that you put cinnamon in there too. This is the pie crust. She's putting the apples, cinnamon, and sugar, maybe even some butter. An adult can put the pie in the oven. Set a timer. Bake the pie until it's done. Here's a timer going ding. Here's the worm singing. This is the way we fill the crust, fill the crust, fill the crust. This is the way we fill the crust so early in the morning. This is the way we bake the pie, bake the pie, bake the pie. This is the way we bake the pie so early in the morning. Turn the page again. Ooh, now you can eat your pie. The very last step is the best part. This is the way we eat the pie, eat the pie, eat the pie. This is the way we eat the pie so early in the morning. That's a little worm singing this song. And then this, I bet you guys can sound this out with me. Yum, with an exclamation mark. So those are the steps to make an apple pie. I'm going to read this just because I don't want to take another day to do it. It's a poem, okay? And it's really cute. It says A was an apple pie. Now you see all the letters of the alphabet? It starts here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now there's a little saying or a little something for each letter of the alphabet. Now this is actually a book. I have seen this in a whole book where there's one page for each letter. They're just putting it all together. A was an apple pie. B bit it. C cut it. D dealt it. E enjoyed it. So each letter has a word that starts with the letter. A was an apple. B bit. C cut. D dealt it. E enjoyed it. F fought for it. G got it. H had it. I inspected it. J jumped for it. K kept it. L longed for it. It means it really wanted it. M mourned for it. N nodded at it. O opened it. P poked it. Q quartered it. Means it cut it. R ran for it. S sold it. They sold the apple pie. T took it. U upset it. V viewed it. W wanted it. X, Y, Z, and oops, all wished for a piece in their hand. That's just a cute little look at it. And they wrote it right inside of the apple. Okay, let me put the book down and we are going to go to our Nat Geo workbook. And you know what? I'm just going to see how much time we have to see how many pages we're going to do. I may end up making this into 2 lessons because we've got a few pages left. Now, when you first open it, okay, on the back of this page right here, this is page Unit 4, page 25. On the back of it, this is the sequencing page or the comprehension page that goes with the story. But before we do that, we need to practice reading these sentences. Our sight word, if I put this up close so you can see it, is here. But I went through and read those before, and there's some more sight words. So let's just go over them really quickly, okay? This is our new one. Here. You guys remember this one? Look. This is it. It. Okay, this is not on our red or orange words, but it is a sight word, and we can sound it out too. It's kind of like at, it, in, and then you know this one, I, and then remember our sight word, for, not the number 4, for. We went to the store for some milk. Okay, these are all the sight words that you're going to read when you read these sentences. Now really all you have to do is read them. Down at the bottom, the directions say, discuss the picture, have partners read the sentences together. Since we're not in the classroom and we don't have partners, you'll have to read these to your parents, big brother and sister, grandma and grandpa, whoever you have at home with you, helping you with your work. So I like to go like this when I read, just so I can keep track of my words. I look in here for, now this word we haven't had, but we can sound it out. Him. Okay, I look in here for him. So it looks like a little puppy has his hands up on the window to the bakery. Maybe his owner is inside, right? And the puppy, they left the puppy outside, and so the puppy's looking in the window. I look in here for him. You just have to read it. You could color it if you want. Okay, this one says, I, now we have to sound this out, can, it, fit, here's the sight word, this in here. Oh, look at the doggy now. He's at the post office. He's going to put the letter in the mailbox right there. Okay, whoa, this, you know what? I thought the puppy was with its owner, but I think it's all by itself. He must be exploring, huh? First he goes to the bakery, then he goes to the post office. Now he's at the library. It says, I, it, and then here's our new sight word, here. I sit here. Where's he sitting? On a bench outside the library reading a nice book. Okay, now what is he doing? He's not sitting. He's taking a little nap underneath the park bench, right? I nap here. I like it, it says. I nap here. I like it. So boys and girls, just practice reading those to your mommy and daddy. You can color that if you want to. That's optional. Now this page I like. It says, have children draw steps to tell what to do first, next and last to make an apple pie. Then have them discuss the steps. Okay, now there's different things. Ooh, sorry about that. I hope that didn't come on the video. It said my battery was low. That's okay. So what do we need to do first before we make our apple pie? We have to get some apples. So we could either get them off of a tree. So let me draw the tree. We can pick them off the tree. If we don't have them on a tree, we would have to go to the store and buy them, right? Well, let's just pretend we have an apple tree. So I'm going to draw my apple tree. So first, we need to pick the apples. So I'm going to draw a picture of me. All right, maybe with a basket. Or you could put your hand pointing up to the tree. I think I'm going to make a basket. Okay, and I'm putting some apples in my basket. Okay, and then I'm going to take them home and I'm going to cut them up. So I'm going to kind of do a whole picture of like being in the kitchen. This one here, I'm outside, I'm outdoors, I'm picking my apple. Again, of course, it's possible that you don't have an apple tree and you have to go to Stater Brothers or Vons, right? And you have to buy the apples there, or Costco. Okay, next we're going to take them home. We're going to be in the kitchen. And we're going to wash our apples. We're going to peel our apples. We're going to slice our apples. I'm going to put them in the pie shell like this. And then maybe I'll have to put my oven over here. Here's my table. I'm going to have to fix this up. I'll show you when I'm done here. I got to put the eye. First I'm going to put it in the oven. Let me show you. I might have to fix this up later, guys, because yeah, this isn't exactly how I want it, but look, I'm in the kitchen, okay? I cut the apples. I could even put a sink over here, wash the apples, cut the apples, put the sugar on top and all that, put it in the oven. I'll probably add a little bit more later. What's the last thing you get to do? Yes, you are right. You get to eat your apple pie. So I'm going to put, here I'm going to make my face. I'm going to be so happy with a big smile because I've got my nice slice of apple pie in my hand on my plate. And here's my apple pie, and I'm going to eat it, right? Okay, and I might fix that up a little bit. So the first thing we do is get our apples. The next thing we do is go into the kitchen. We make it, we use a recipe or however we do that. We cut it, put the sugar on it, make the pie crust. A little bit more involved than that, but put it in the oven, bake it, and then we get to eat it, okay? So I'll add a little bit more to my picture, but I think that's good for now. Now, you guys, we're at 13 minutes right now. I was going to do this next page, but I think I'm going to save the next 2 pages for another lesson, okay? So we'll do this tomorrow.